Nobody fucking wins. Like it or not, you fight to lose. None of that shit is up to you. So just fuck it, let it through. Stop playing that fucking game. Like it or not, you bet you lose. None of that shit is up to you. So just fuck it, let it through. Now!
He really did.
You don't look okay. You want to take some pills, feel better. There's so many of them out there. This is the best pill.
That's all I need.
You sure we have some discounts? We can start getting some stuff. Do you feel like you don't have energy and shit?
There's something for everything, right?
Yes. And if it isn't, we will make one. For real.
Do you know personally anyone who takes these prescribed drugs? Mental drugs?
I do.
Your friends?
I have a friend, I cannot mention the name.
Yeah.
You know him too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off camera what I'm talking about. But I'll just describe what happened. So he recently conveyed to me that he started checking up with a psychiatrist. At first, he was quite excited. He was feeling there was some breakthrough, some revelations about his life. He was feeling much better.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, well done, bro. And later on, I found out that he started prescribing, this alleged doctor, prescribing him drugs, antidepressants.
Yeah.
And then basically his mental health, instead of getting better, he got deteriorated. He started feeling more depressed, started having more dark thoughts. So I don't know what they're putting in these pills. I never tried them, so I have no personal opinion.
That's right.
But it seems like a lot of people that read studies, they don't get better, most of them.
I know
using
two.
them.
And I know two, and
Two people, you mean?
yeah. One of them took antidepressant prescribed by a doctor for a long time, for years,
How many years?
several years.
Okay.
And I don't see no change. I don't see no recovery.
But have
I think
you personally asked him that if he's feeling better?
Yeah, I
Maybe
know him well. I think he's just too dumb to take this. His brain is so dumb enough to take anything.
He's not gonna make any difference to his intelligence.
And the other one,
Yeah.
I highly suspect after taking these drugs, this person is never the same again.
He changed? How?
It's just not the same. It's not what.
And we're not
person
talking
used to
about
be.
specific drugs. Now we're talking about
Antidepressant.
antidepressants. Are we talking also about alleged? I will always say this allegedly because we have no proof.
Yeah, I
against-
just suspect that might be the cause, or
Yeah.
or the.
He changed, so he wasn't taking drugs. He was one guy. He started taking these drugs. Now he's like a guy with completely different personality.
Yeah. My impression was that these doctors, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they practice this thing, but it's just my impression that they are abusing this to these patients.
Wait,
Just take this and get
do the doctors have some benefit from this? How?
I don't know.
Well,
But it's just easy, right?
I think
Just send this person back.
I don't know if this counts here in the UK or the rest of the world, but for United States of America and awesome, I know that doctors get percentages from pharmaceuticals. They sell specific drugs, they told. I don't know which drugs and which pharmaceutical. This is a general common knowledge.
If that's the
People
case,
have.
then why wouldn't you prescribe more drugs to people?
Because it's unethical. You're supposed to be healing people, not making them worse. If you don't have a 100% proof that this drug works, You know what I'm saying? If you have like a known disease, right, and you have a known drug which is approved and has a proof of work, you know, the effects of the drug is, you know, first of all regulated, and they have clear outcome, then it's all right. You should sell it because you should try to make your people get better. But if you have personal interest or personal gain as a doctor, why should you care about people then? You should be like, you're like a seller. You just sell it, man. Simple like that.
Yeah.
And now we're just touching the base about antidepressants. You know, they're far worse.
Yeah, you and I are not doctors. We don't
We're
know
not.
how it's done. We don't know how to handle patients. We don't fucking know, but here's the sad reality. Regardless of how these people are treated medically, we just have a lot of depressed people in the society.
We're all
Than
depressed.
before.
I think just the percentage change. We're all depressed. It's just a little bit or like
Everyone
a
gets
lot.
depressed
Yeah, everyone gets
once in a while, but I'm talking about clinically diagnosed depressive disorder. A lot of people.
I'm talking about bipolar disorder and shit like that. More serious.
That's another one.
Yeah. So manic depression.
Like in the last maybe a decade, regular people got to learn all this terminology of psychological disease,
Yeah.
which we didn't have to know before.
So I want to make something clear here. We're not arguing if the diseases are true. I believe in all of them. They all are true. They're like recorded. We're arguing if these prescribed drugs actually work, or what the fuck is the solution, and what is the cause behind that. That's more, even more important question, I think. You can give all the drugs you want, but if you don't go to the cause of the disorder.
So I've seen depressed people, and I've been depressed to quite serious degree sometime in my life. And then now I think that these drugs are needed for the people who are really clinical level of depression.
Yeah.
Like people who are just depressed deeply without no clear reason. But I think these are rare cases.
Yeah.
Many people who are prescribed for antidepressant are maybe they're just having some troubled life,
Okay.
or some
Aren't we all?
loss. But,
Aren't we
but
all?
now they are labeled as
They have
Depressed.
difficulty to cope with life, basically.
maybe they don't need these medications. Maybe they need something else.
I have some ideas, but I wanted to keep this shit at the end. Because I had my own journey in, dark thoughts, and like when you feel like you have no worth, or you feel like every day is gonna be the same, and you feel like,
We all do, yeah.
all people are evil, and you think like life has no meaning and all this kind of stuff. You know what? Guess
Yeah,
what?
I fight every day.
Exactly. That's the point of it. But
Yeah, so my question is why more people
Yeah.
think like that nowadays? Why more people are lost in that thought?
okay, I have the answer for you. It's very clear. As human beings, what we are, we're living organic creatures, right? We're basically like organized animals in a sense. Our planet has a vibration. When things are going well, relatively, for a big percentage of the population, when most people, I'm not saying, you're never gonna find a case in history when everybody's happy. You're never gonna have that. But
Never will.
now I think we're in this level of new dark ages. I call this dark
Yeah,
ages.
it's just different kind now.
Yeah, Dark Ages Volume 2, right? The sequel, the Return of the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Everything looks enlightened and nice, but it's not, and it depresses you because it messes up with your natural vibration, your natural.
What does?
A lot of stuff. First of all, working environment is really bad. People hate their jobs. People have problems with their families, either parents or their current families, either partners. People having problems with their identity. Now, what are we? Girls now? Guys? Something in the middle, all this stuff. People having trouble with politics.
Finance, politics.
Finance. This gender wars is at the highest peak now.
Career.
Yeah.
Meaning of life, they lost.
Yeah. So it's stress.
Yeah.
If we want to talk just a little bit of medicine, a little bit of science. Stress hormones, cortisol, what does it do to you? First of all, it makes you stupid and fat. I will just say as it is. It makes you stupid and fat, and it makes you lose your confidence and makes you depressed.
Yeah.
So if you have this kind of life, which is around very stressful activities, your life is stressful, like your job is stressful, your wife is breaking your balls, everything is horrible, you don't enjoy anything. Well, the drugs is not gonna help you probably.
That's the norm nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the average life.
So we accept the fact that we're unsatisfied. You know, we take it for granted that this is life, that everybody's like that, so don't whine, don't expect much.
No, we don't accept. People
It's getting normal now.
People just get by day by day.
Dude.
And then reach to a point
Yeah.
where they don't even know what they want out of their life.
Yeah, because they have false high expectations or high false expectations. That's it, right?
Yeah.
They're expecting too much stuff.
It's been fed
By who?
by the society, system, government,
Media.
people around them.
Media, social
Same.
media. Yeah. Big expectations because they want to prove something to their parents. They want to prove something to their wives or husbands. They want to prove something. It's always they want to prove something to someone else than themselves, even though they're miserable.
But actually, here's another important thing. It is actually tougher right now. Life is tougher than, like we always say, late 20th century.
Late 20th century.
Like 80s and 90s.
Okay.
Life is actually tougher
90s
now.
was the peak of I think, of happiness. That's if we
So
start fucking hard.
the data clearly shows that our income of our millennial generation is like 30% lower
Yeah.
than the previous generation. And the housing price, living
Increase.
price is
We have
higher.
less.
Yeah.
We have less money.
People fucking giving up, man.
But can I tell you? Can I be
How
honest?
can you be happy?
Can I tell you something? Now you cannot afford a house,
Yeah.
but and you're highly educated. When you say you, I'm talking about older millennials or newer millennials, younger models.
And the younger people as well.
Even though they're highly educated,
Gen Z as well.
Gen Z as well. Even though we're all highly educated compared to previous generations,
Yeah.
like boomers and even
Therefore, high expectation.
high expectations, and our wings get broken easily because we get depressed easily because our expectations revolve around the materialistic world. I don't remember. No, I'm looking after people that have like some positive reinforcement for people, but the most things you hear from celebrities, how they're going on with their lives is like the sowing of material possessions, and this thing reinforced in your head, and you think this is the normal way of life. This is the shit, man. That's what I want. I want the swimming pool. I want the beach with the fake boobs. I want to sniff cocaine every day.
How many Ferraris or Lamborghini Eric Clapton has? He bought it to go to work, right?
Eric Clapton? He worked for it, yeah.
He bought all this car. He bought all
he-
this car to go to work, right?
To go to what work? To the studio? He lives like 2 corners? Like what, in Mayfair? What the fuck, Eric? This is ridiculous, man. This ridiculous expectation. So, I'm going back and forth.
Yeah.
We can't afford a house. Food is getting super expensive. Now we're living in this craziness. They're gonna mandate everything. You have to recycle even though you don't believe it as well. We're trying to save the planet, but not really.
I am not. I don't give a shit.
No, the people. Yeah, you don't give a shit. Yeah, I believe it's a lost cause because the thing is an activity for poor people. I don't believe these super elite rich families, they're obeying the same laws, and all these companies, right? So they changing now. They're gonna have a metric for how clean the company is about their carbon footprint, right?
Yeah.
And this metric doesn't account that all these companies like Apple or Microsoft getting parts and materials from China, which is the #1 pollutant in the planet.
Yeah.
What about that? Yeah, you on your headquarters in the Silicon Valley, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah.
What
then-
about the rest of the world? Anyhow, fucking hell. Everything is related, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So what? Elon Musk.
What Elon Musk?
He said something about these depression medicines.
He said about a specific one. I don't want to advertise any of them. He said he believes it doesn't work. And now you know because he got Twitter, and since he bought Twitter, and like whatever he says is newsworthy. And because it's like, think about it. We have an example of a very rich businessman from a different background that he used his power to reinforce some things that happened in the mandate during the COVID outbreak. I'll let people imagine who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna get his name. But now we're thinking, why should Elon have like an opinion? Because he has Twitter, and because he's super rich and clever, whatever he says, people are getting anxious now. You see Bill Gates, he was really against him. He doesn't want him apparently to have an opinion. He's scared that he's gonna allow opinions against him, which is quite weird.
And he thinks he can have all the opinions.
He wrote the book about it, and he's ready for the next pandemic. That conveniently enriches him greatly. I mean, he loves humanity. I don't disagree with that. But at the same time, he gets like lots of opinions.
Of course.
So yeah, what's he doing?
Of course, a lot of money to companies. Huge investment.
So
He fucking saved the world, man.
he saved the world. So he's like a philanthropist, right? Anyhow, so Elon basically said a specific one. I'm not gonna name it. I don't want to advertise it, that's why. A specific one, which is quite dangerous, actually.
Yeah. Yo, Billy, thanks for 2.
I got 3.
It did hurt.
I got 3. So he said it doesn't work, basically. And there's many people believe that. I will say, what about these stronger ones? And these hypotheses. Lithium, they give lithium, you know. Kurt Cobain wrote this song because they were giving him fucking lithium.
Think about it. There is an environmental issues and personal issues that needs to be addressed.
Environmental, what you talking about?
Like you may live in a shit environment, work environment is shit, or your personal life is fucking messed up. These are the cause of the depression. But
Yes.
but these, on the other hand, this medication is just chemical reaction in the brain. It can't be the fundamental solution for depression. You gotta change this
I'll give you an example.
environment and situation.
100% I
Yeah.
agree with what you say. We should look at the cause. Oh, why people are
Yeah,
depressed?
nobody
I
fucking
don't
touches
know.
the cause.
5% of the country is like in a fucking minimum wage of fucking benefits. I don't know. What you think? You should be happy and excited about life. Yeah, let's go have a party. Cheerio. You know what I'm saying? It makes no fucking sense. The cause is the cause. The life we're living is disgusting. And we're like, well-adjusted people.
It's really sad. People,
We're very happy people.
these depressed people are, they have this medication shoved down their throat, and they have no choice but to keep working in that exactly the same environment that made them depressed in the first place. So it's not gonna change anything.
So work is shit. Personal life, it depends on the person. I'm not gonna say personal life is
It depends on person, but
Depends on the person. But usually personal relationships are
Yeah.
difficult. It is
but
difficult.
also it is affected by the systematical environment.
All right.
Yeah, and social factors.
What else? You wanna talk about even our personal time is mediocre?
What do you
Why?
mean?
Because our
Yeah.
personal time is spoiled now. We have everything for free. And we have too much. And we don't appreciate it. And we get
Yeah.
even more depressed.
We have too much, but
Too much.
relatively speaking, since we have too much, it all became junk.
It's junk.
Yeah.
It's a fodder. It's just you can just toss it somewhere and forget about it.
I remember myself scrolling down Amazon Prime and Netflix.
Forever. And you're not watching
Forever,
anything.
I ain't watching anything.
You ain't watching anything. Nothing excites you anymore. Wait! I have to stop you there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Visit our website to join our mail list to receive news and special offers around the band and the show. Feel free to talk shit about things you like or dislike. And please support us through Patreon so we can keep making awesome content for you. Follow us on social media and don't forget, in a fight between idiots, nobody wins. Until next time.